Alright, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick Strength and Power. So I wanted to make a continuation of my classic bodybuilding poses series. So in this video, we're going to talk about the 3/4 back double bicep pose. So essentially what the 3/4 back double bicep pose is, it's obviously a variation of the back double bicep where there's more of a twist to the waist and the lats and the positioning of the legs to kind of show off the lats in a different light, kind of from the side angle. So there are actually two different variations of the 3/4 back double bicep. So one variation is just the simple twist with both fists closed like you would in a normal back double bicep. Then there's the other variation, which I believe was popularized by Arnold Schwarzenegger, where one of the hands is opened and the arm is at a little bit of a different angle. And the reason for this is to show off the tricep development a little bit better than you would with a clasped fist and the arm elevated a little bit higher. So Arnold Schwarzenegger, like with many of these poses, was the guy that really popularized this twisting back double bicep pose, or the 3/4 back shot. However, he was not the first bodybuilder to hit it. So the first bodybuilder that I've seen a picture of hitting this pose was actually Steve Reeves, who is obviously a movie star, an actor, Mr. Universe winner, natural bodybuilder from the 1960s and 50s. So a very early era bodybuilder, way before Arnold was hitting this 3/4 back shot. But Arnold was really the one that made it an iconic classic pose. Now, the way that he made this an iconic classic pose was, number one, the fact that he was fantastic at pulling this pose off. There were guys like him, Dave Draper, Franco Columbu. All these guys would hit the pose, but I don't think anyone hit it better than Arnold. In fact, Arnold hit the pose so good that if you guys have seen photos from the Arnold Classic in Columbus, Ohio, there's a statue of Arnold Schwarzenegger outside of the Columbus Convention Center hitting that twisting back double bicep pose. So many people would argue that that is the most iconic of all of Arnold's poses and the most recognizable and attributable to Arnold. In fact, on the Arnold Classic stage every year, they have that same statue, just made out of a different material, doing that twisting back double bicep pose. And they also even have that in their Arnold Classic, just their standard logo is him hitting that twisting back double bicep pose. So the 3/4 back shot is a pose that you don't really see pro bodybuilders hit very often today. And the reason that I don't think you see them hit that is because they really don't have, the flexibility or the mobility to hit that pose. Either their backs are too muscular, too overly developed, or their waists are too big, which don't allow them to twist and bend at that angle just because the waist size is so big, or the lats even might be too big. Now, one of the few bodybuilders that is able to pull this pose off very well also happens to be an Arnold Classic Columbus, Ohio champion. So that would be Cedric McMillan. Now, Cedric McMillan is very good at pulling off both the traditional 3/4 back shot and also the open hand 3/4 back double bicep shot. So he has mastered both variations of the pose, and I think of all the current pros today, he is the best he can hit it the best. It looks the closest to how Arnold would hit it back in the day. In fact, when Cedric won that Arnold Classic and he was giving a speech and talking to Arnold on stage, he actually asked Arnold to hit that pose in his suit. So that's the video, guys. I believe the twisting back double bicep pose is one of the most iconic poses of all time in terms of classic bodybuilding poses. Please give the video a thumbs up if you are enjoying the classic bodybuilding poses series, and I will continue to post more videos on the subject. Thank you guys for watching the video. Nick Strength and Power, signing out.